What is going on, everyone? We are here. We are here. Camera's a little. There we go. All right. All right, everyone. We are here today. Here today with the power rankings. It took a little bit longer because the last game of the week just got played last night. It's all good though. Yeah. Very interesting this week. Probably had the besides week one. No, week one's always important, but I would say week 6, the week that just happened, probably the most impactful week of the season so far for every team, positive or negative. This was probably the most important week, and I believe that as we near closer, because we only have 3 weeks left, 7, 8, 9. So, yeah, I expect. Well, this week was the most important by far. As you can see, a lot of the teams are tied up now. We have a three-way split for first place. Linoons are still comfortably in fourth. The Bambinos soared up and are now in fifth place. And then we have a four-way tie for the sixth place. Chris is struggling a little bit. Fell down pretty far. He's falling behind a little bit. But Woo, Chase, Preston, and B are all tied for that last seed in going into playoffs. So obviously, yeah, you can say this is important, but these teams are already making playoffs, so it doesn't really matter much. This is what I'm keeping my eyes on for the last 4 weeks or the last 3 weeks. These four teams are even beat or even Tabs. If Tabs has another week where he goes 0-2, and these teams like catch up, Tabs can fall behind. Tabs isn't out of the woods yet, but getting a 2-0 this week was massive for him. And if he can get another 2-0 this week and put himself at a neutral record, that's going to be pretty hard for everyone else to catch up. But Tabs, massive week for him. Is solidly in fifth now. Can take a breather for now, but still work to do for him. For the other four teams, Woo, Chase, Preston, and B, it's going to be a very close playoff race. Chris, mathematically, I don't know if he's out yet, but if we were to go off gut feeling, as long as these teams keep winning and losing one, I don't think Chris can make playoffs. Let's see, because there's 6 games left. If he gets a clean sweep and gets 6 wins, he's at 8-10. Okay, so Chris isn't even out of playoffs yet either, which is the craziest part. Granted, he has to win like every game to probably make it, or at least a majority of them. But he's not out of it yet. Definitely has a lot of pressure on him if he does want to make playoffs. But again, he's not out of it yet. But it's starting to get there. So yeah. These are the objective standings again. Crazy that it's this close this far into the season. And let's get into the power rankings. Last place, we're gonna have Chris. This not the greatest week. Couldn't assess the Mega Dynasty as well as he would have liked to, and I forget who else he played. Who else did he play? Let me see. Replays and result. He played B and MS. Okay, so yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so rough week. Thought he would at least be able to pull it out against B, but Dynasty just kind of ran him. Unfortunate. I think he has the pieces. It's just a matter of I don't know. Like I don't think any team really has a bad team, but I feel like Chris's team is so reliant on Reggie and Charizard just to carry the like if you just like let me pull it over. Like this is the kill sheet. literally all of his kills are between Charizard and Reggie. Like, yeah, Bisharp has some, but really, the pressure is on these two to kill everything. And a lot of teams recognize that early on in the season. Charizard came out of like week 2 with like 26 kills. Now at like 29. Like, so Charizard has fallen off tremendously. L plus ratio. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Charizard teams really learned how to deal with it, and the Reggie, really all you need is one ground type, and Reggie's just kind of screwed. So Chris needs to find a way to use his other pieces. Um, again, Bisharp, he's been using it pretty well, but everything else has been kind of lackluster. Um, I think Crobat can definitely do a lot more work. Like that game he had against Chase, it literally like 6-0 Chase's team. I think if he just uses the pieces that he has, he can definitely perform. It's just a matter of learning how to use them. He's got 6 games, 3 weeks left to do so. So I'm excited to see what he can do. But yeah, definitely scary for the boy. Hope he can make playoffs. I hope, like, I know not statistically not everyone's making playoffs. I hope everyone could, but it's just the nature of competition, nature of the beast. Chris, again, I hope you make playoffs, but it's not looking the greatest for you. Definitely, this is everyone's first full season in a draft league, except I think for me. But again, I haven't played draft league in like 4 or 5 years before this. So again, this is the first full league for most of us. So again, this is just a season of learning and a season of just finding out what worked and what didn't and how to go into next season. Next season is going to be a lot different. Terrestrializing all the new Pokemon. Again, I know some coaches already expressed that they don't have any interest in drafting the Gen 9 Pokemon, so again, that opens them up a lot to just because I know me personally, I'm going for a lot of Gen 9 mons. I know some other coaches, notably Tanner, who's going to have a lot of Hisuian and Gen 9 Pokemon, so that opens up the drafting board a lot for these coaches that prioritize the earlier gen Pokemon. So hopefully Chris can get a better draft plan going in next season, a team that he's a little bit more comfortable with. Again, the season is not over yet, but it's not looking good for the boy. Uh, Next up is Preston. I feel bad putting him down here because the past like 3 weeks he's been on a absolute rampage, but this week he really dropped the ball. I'll be honest, he really dropped the ball. He played B and Tabs, I believe. Yeah, he played B and Tab. No, not B. He played Tabs, but who was his other guy? He played Woo and Tabs. Okay, he played Woo and Tabs. No, did he play Woo? No, Woo played Tab. What am? Okay, he played Chase. No, that was last. What the? Who did Preston play? Versus Hernandez. Preston versus. Oh, okay, he did play. What am I? Okay, he did play. Okay. Um, his game against Woo was pretty good. Fell short, which is fine. Again, these teams are pretty close, pretty even. But his game against B. No, it was Tab. I fucking it up. He played Woo and Tabs. His game against Woo was close. They went to a game 3. It was close. But his game against Tabs, I that was the Preston of old that we saw. He just let like 8 things die to Mega Lopunny for no reason when he had Mega Scizor right there. He let his Goodra die for free like every game, like both games, so that Victini just clicked Blue Flare and won. Um, Again, I can pull over the kill count again, but Preston is like I don't know how Goodra has the highest S in the league. I'll be honest. Goodra is one of the best walls in all of Pokemon, and it has the most. Like, I don't understand how a Goodra has 27 deaths. I just don't. Again, I'm not trying to fry him too much, but like, even his Scizor, like these things just have way too many. Like Scizor, you can at least say, all right, he has 50 kills, so Scissor's just at least getting in there and killing shit. But Goodra just should not have this many deaths. It just shouldn't. Um, Again, he's in the playoff race, so if he just learns how to use Goodra better, I really do think he can make a decent run. Do I think he's gonna win the chip? Probably not. Do I think he can make? Do I think he can get an upset round one win and go to semis? Of course. I think all teams can get an upset win and go to semis. I really do. So Preston, learn how to use Goodra better, and I can see you making a good playoff run. Excited for the boy. Next up, who did Chase play? Uh, Played Tabs. B. Did Chase lose to B? I forget. I think he beat him. Let me just. This week was so weird because like a lot of the games are like one of the games is delayed, so like I didn't really Oh, he actually lost to B. So he lost to B. I forgot about that. And then who else did he play? Chase versus Tabs. Wait, is Chase 4-8? Wouldn't he be 3-9? Because I think I don't think Chase is 4-8. I think Chase is 3-9. Um, Damn. Uh, mm. Yeah, I don't think Chase is 4-8. Um, Unless he got 2 wins lately. Fuck, I deleted the pictures. God damn it. Um, Cause wasn't he 3-7 going into this week? I don't think he was 4-6. Unless he was, and I'm just bugging out. I probably am. Um, okay. So Chase had a pretty rough week as well. Um, we're gonna put Chase down here. Um, Chase just had a really weird week. B, he almost beat Unfort. But his game against Tabs, oh boy. Um, he is just letting lot. He was just outraging at weird times when Rabombe was still alive. He was like he let Young Mega get V created turn one against Victini. Like just click protect, bro. If he switches out, at least you get the speed boost and your protect. Like you don't waste your protect if he switches out. Um, yeah, just so because I don't think Young Mega is one shotting Victini anyway. So like, there's a really weird weird plays coming out of Chase. Again, he's in the playoff race. Can't be too mad about that. Um, yeah, I mean, just if he can rebound, I can see him making putt. His team, in my opinion, is one of the scarier teams in the league. Like Latios, Jirachi, Nidoking, Prim with Whim support is just absolutely insane. You can literally bring those five like every week and you just kind of win. Again, a lot harder than that, I know, but I'm just saying for the purpose. Um, just same thing with Preston with Goodra. It's like he has the pieces. He just needs to find a way to utilize them more. So excited to see how Chase's season end out. See if he makes playoffs or not. I think he can. I know I dog on him a lot, but Chase is good. I mean, last season when I did my playoff prediction, I had him going to semis. He was my dark horse in the playoffs last season. Will he be my dark horse again? I don't know. It depends who makes playoffs, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Next up, uh, what did B do? B won against Preston. Okay, so B actually had a really good week. Wow. Okay. We're gonna put Tabs down here. The Breloom Bambinos. Tabs had a good week. Or no, didn't Tabs win both his games this week? I'm smoking crack. Hold on. Yeah, Tabs and B both went 2-0. Okay. Let me think about this. Let me put the Daddy Diglets here. Bro, this week has been so weird. It's been weird. Don't have my head in it. Okay, so we got 2'd by Tanner, right? He got 2'd by Tanner, and then did he beat Preston? I forget. Oh yeah. No wait. So Preston didn't lose both his games either. Okay, I'm getting so. Okay, so Wu lost to that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna put Daddy Diglets here. I forgot Preston did that. Okay, never mind. I completely forgot. All right, so Daddy Diglets are down here because he got Bozo checked by Scizor. I completely forgot about that. Oh my god, I was wondering how Scizor had so many kills. Okay, never mind. Okay, so Daddy Diglets down here. Rough week for them. They played Tanner and Preston. Preston he got the lead wrong game 3 against Scizor, as you guys just saw. Like a 6-0'd really quickly. But other than that, it was a really good set. Preston's been stepping it up. But his game against Tanner was pretty rough. Again, top seeded team. But yeah, rough week for Wu. Again, I'm not really worried. Wu's been playing pretty good. And when I did the video last week, he was actually making playoffs. So again, rough week for the boy, 0-2. That's not how you want to do it, closing out the season, especially when you're in this close of a playoff run. But again, I think Wu, in my opinion, of the 4 teams tied for 6 right now, I think, in my opinion, he's most likely. I don't know. But I think Wu's good. Again, these last 4 teams are so tough to really gauge. But yeah, Wu had a rough week. I can see him bouncing back. Excited for the boy. Next up. Who did I have that? I know he lost to me, but who else did he play? Chris. Okay, so we're gonna put Mnez here. Again, it seems like Mnez really just I know I kind of give him like a shit explanation every week, but like he just plays solid, Like in our game, like uh, granted, I brought a different Raikou set than I did the last time we played. So, as you guys probably saw if you watched the VOD, I didn't have Aura Sphere or Choice Specs. So, when I led Raikou and he led Duraludon, I literally just had to let something die to Draco. And he killed my Audino turn 1, which kind of sucked. But managed to bring it back. It was a really close game. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to lose at first. I still have to upload my YouTube VOD for it, whatever. But I thought I was going to lose Mnez in that set. Really? Landorus, like, I don't want to go on a Lando rant, but, like, Landorus is just, like, crazy. Like, I'm bringing it defensive, like, almost every week, and he's tied for 3rd place with Mega Lopunny for kills. Like, if I was bringing him offensive, he'd probably be tied with Scizor or something. Like, it's been crazy. Don't want to go into a Lando rant, but Mnez had a really close game against. Like, I 2-0'd him, but that doesn't tell the full story. It was a very close game. Definitely nervous to see how it works out, because if I don't secure top 1 or 2 seed, I might have to play him, and that's gonna be scary. So yeah, definitely great battler. Again, played a top seeded team in me, and then he played I already fucking forgot. I have like fucking monkey brain right now, dude. And he played Chris. Okay, so he had a good game against Chris, and he honestly a really close set against me. So nothing to really complain about. Great week for the boy. Coming up next, put myself. So JC prep diff. I mean, I could have won, but I really started panicking once Dynasty started getting those Diamond Storm boosts. And I let my only thing that could really do big damage to it and Raikou get one shot game 3, so I kind of lost because of that. But really just good on him for not bringing Mimikyu or Trick Room because I prepped for that super hard. So yeah, prep diff. And my game against MNES was really close as well. So again, I don't want to say fall from grace, but kind of, I went 8-0. Or no, I went 9-0. Almost got the clean sweep, and now I had some 2 weeks in a row that were pretty rough for me. Pretty rough to say the least. But again, because I had that great early momentum going, I think it's fine that I'm starting to slow down a bit. Definitely want to bring it up back for playoffs, but again, as we close out these last 3 weeks, I want to really allow my team to shine to their full potential. So if you see some weird sets coming out of me the next couple weeks, I'm testing it out for playoffs. I truly am. I would never bring a set that I think can't work. You know what I mean? So if you think I'm trolling, I'm not. It's just since I allowed myself such a massive advantage over every other team by having such a huge win streak in the first half, I'm allowing the second half to be more experimental. So again, if you see me lose to like any teams in the second half, it's not that I'm not trying, but it's that I'm trying stuff that I'm not traditionally comfortable with or that my team is the best at. Or not even that my team's the best at, just shit I'm not generically comfortable with. So again, I'm not going to use it as an excuse. Lost to JC. It was a good set, I'm not going to lie, but again, that Dynasty really put me in a bad spot. And then my game against MNES, Grimmsnarl and Duraludon were just fucking demons for my team to deal with. Darm, not as much as I anticipated, but scary Pokemon nonetheless. Yeah. So that's that. Next up, JC. We both suffered the same fate to Tanner. We both took an L. Granted, JC, JC had a rougher. It was pretty rough for him. That Comfey is just scary for honestly. This can sound kind of crazy, but Comfey is Tanner's biggest threat on his team, in my opinion. That thing is just God. That thing is crazy. Really, he just had to get a couple calm lines off, and it just kind of wins. Kind of annoying, but it's just how the Pokemon works. JC suffered the same fate as I did. Very, very tough to kill that motherfucker or even deal with it. And then his other game, who did he play? Tanner. Oh, he played me. Okay, yeah, he played me and Tanner. Dude, my brain is fried. Really good prep against me. Really playing the mind games with me because he didn't. I'm the only person that he hasn't brought Trick Room against. I believe I think he didn't bring it against Chris either, but he didn't bring Trick Room against me both times. So he's really playing the mind games with me going into playoffs. If I do manage to see him or if I see him in finals, definitely gonna be scary because these mind games he's playing with me are really fucking me up. So, good week out of JC. Played the teams that are tied with him right now. So if going 1-1, that's great for him. So, good week coming out of him. Excited to see if he can get the double chip, the back-to-back. We'll have to see. Next up, we're gonna do the Breloom Bambinos. Fuck. Great week out of him. Had a very large slump. So he went 2-0 week 1, and then I think he lost most games. But really brought it back this week. Solidified himself in 5th seed as of now. Great week coming out of him. Had some sussy plays against Chase, I'll be honest. He had a Sasher Bombay that could just kill the Latios and went for sticky webs instead. I almost lost the game because of that. But still won, so I can't complain. Great week out of him. Really solidified his playoff run and his seeding. As long as he can keep up this momentum, I think he makes playoffs no matter what because of this week that he just had. So again, big week coming out of him. And excited to see, because Victini, my boy, 2nd place on the kill leaderboard. You know, Victini's just the GOAT. It's just how it is. Back-to-back seasons, he's up there on the kill leaderboard. And Low Punny, he got it mid-season, and it's tied for 3rd already. So Low Punny's going crazy. I know Tab said he's not the biggest fan of Low Punny, but the proof is in the fucking pudding, man. Thing has 30 kills, and you got it week 3 or 4. Thing is going crazy. He ran some trick room shit again. Ever since last week, a little bit rough on the trick room, or 2 weeks ago, rough on the trick room. He went 0-2 with it, but this week, brought it against Chase, or brought it against fucking Preston, did great with it. Good to see it. What else did good on his team? Dusclops sold out a lot on Preston's team, and yeah, just Tabs had a really solid week. And yeah, like I said earlier, solidified his playoff spot as long as he can keep this momentum going. Number 2, get the B-Drill Bandits, baby. B has been the most surprising coach this season. So coming into the season, Wu was new, Mnaz and Tabs were new, and so was Gabriel, but she left, so we're not gonna talk about her. Wu was my I think he'll be the best newcomer. I was wrong on that. Amnaz is doing great, Tabs is doing great, but B of all people, B has been going crazy. He came into a team that was 0-6 or something. Yeah, I think it was 0-6, and now it's 4-8. The man is technically 4-2, which is crazy because he's saying he's never played Pokemon before, but he's beating these teams. He's beating them. B is just, he's playing great. This week was really big for him because since he came into a team that had a pretty shit record, he's really turned it around. I mean, he's tied in 6 for playoffs, so he's in the playoff race. So B, great week coming out of him. Mega Nancy, just a threat as usual. I'm really happy that he got the hazard situation dealt with. He has Lycanroc now. It doesn't deal with hazards, but Lycanroc, a great low tier threat, really good low tier threat. And Mew, my opinion, best Pokemon in Draft League. But the issue with it is that it's probably going to have to be more of a supportive set on his team because he needs the defog of capabilities. So Mew, in what it does, is going to lose its value a bit because he's going to have to use it as a defogger. But again, dropping Claydol and the Feraligatr for Mew and Lycanroc is big for him. Grounds out his offense a lot while still giving him the defense that he needs and the utility. And I got to play him this week. So, fuck. I was the one that told him to make these trades, and he made them, and now I got to play him. This is fucking stupid, but just really good week for B. Really, the 2 biggest people this week are, the shining stars this week were Tabs and B. They really, truly just showed that they're not out of playoffs yet, and that they need to be taken seriously because they're not going down without a fight. They're making playoffs. They want to get that chip. And I respect it. Number 1 is Monroe Minans. We got Tanner. So, again, people take it a little bit out of context when I said a couple weeks ago when I said he was the gatekeeper. I'll explain it again just one last time just to get out of the way. So if he lost to me, correct? If he lost to me, he would have been considered a gatekeeper because he he lost to JC all those times, and the one time we played last season, granted it was a close game, I understand, but he lost to me. So if he lost to me again this season, he would have been a gatekeeper because he can't beat the top teams. However, past 2 weeks completely turned that like notion on its head. See, so yeah, Tanner beat me pretty badly, and he beat JC pretty badly. Like it was rough. So in my opinion, um, Tanner is probably the most likely to win the championship this season. Um, I know I was sort of critical on him, but again, that's just how it is. I was saying it how it was in the moment, and I was wrong, and I'm fine in admitting that. Tanner has really shown that his team works with how he wants to play, and that's great. That's great. Um, Again, like I said, I think he's most likely to win playoffs because my only losses are to JC and Tanner, and JC's only losses are to me and Tanner. And he's proven, and the way he beat us was so convincing that I don't think you can really justify in saying that he's not the most likely to win the championship. Again, I still have another chance at facing him. Whether or not I'm going to reveal too many sets is dependent on the where I see my placement going into the seeding in the playoffs. So yeah, um, it's going to be tough for sure. Again, like I said, most likely to probably win the season as of this moment. Really just Bozo checked me and JC really hard the past 2 weeks, and yeah, that Comfey is crazy, and everything like the Comfey is, in my opinion, the biggest threat on his team. But even like the lower tier things that you don't really think about, like the Torterra, it opened up that game one for him and JC. So like it killed the Quillfish and the Starmie like immediately. So like as much as I want to hate on these picks that he has, like he's proving that he knows how to use them effectively. So I can't hate. I mean, like I said, he's the most likely to win the chip in my opinion. As of this moment in time, he is the most likely to win the chip. That's just how it is. Whether JC wants to admit it or not, that's just how it is. Whether I want to admit it or not, I'm admitting it. He's most likely to win the chip right now. Been on a roll. He did manage to lose to a lower tier team. I will say he lost to Chase, but Tanner the past 2 weeks is a new battler, new man entirely. In my opinion, he's been playing extremely well, prepping a lot better. So yeah, um, this might be like tied for first, and it is really. But if I were a betting man on the outside, I'd probably put my bet on Tanner winning the chip because Comfey is just so. For me and JC's team, Comfey like really just shuts it down a lot. It really does. Um, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to spoil shit or like leak shit about me and JC's teams in case he doesn't realize it or like whatever. But Comfey really shuts down a lot, and even for like the lower seeded teams, like Comfey's just really annoying to deal with. So it's one of those things that people are just gonna have to prep for now. Like along with all the other things, like the fucking Bocephalon, Nihilego, double beast boost core, Mega Galade's always something you have to worry about. Minior, Regidrago, like his team just has a lot to deal with, and I think that's its weakness and its strength because it's its weakness because if you have something that can deal with all that, that's great. The issue with that is that they all do like so many different things that it's overwhelming in prep. But if you can nail your prep down and what he's gonna bring and the sets that he's gonna bring, it makes his team a lot easier to deal with. But again, the past 2 weeks his prep has been so good that's been just straight up near impossible, like not impossible, but like very difficult to deal with. So again, these are the official standings, just pure objective. These are the standings. Um, and then these are the power rankings coming out of week 6. If you agree with them, cool. If you don't care, didn't ask. Plus ratio. But yeah. Uh, Sorry I fucked up some like the placement on here. Again, week was kind of long. Hopefully, my brain works a little bit better next week or something. I don't know. My brain's been kind of in a. I don't know. But again, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be getting out of here. I'll see y'all later.